Two down. Might as well move from left to right, that way we can keep a good handle on where we've been. So develop. Need to get to the crossroad there. I guess that's the Waiting Priory. Southwest. We should see it from the hill here. Might not be this. But it's definitely a shrine or a mana well, so we might as well visit it. Akatosh. Right south of the city. The Bruma. Maybe a little bit to the southwest. This is elevated ground, so we should basically directly see it from here. Otherwise, we should not make a move. The road leading a little bit to the south, that's probably where it is. Hard to say, there seems to be at least a couple pathways to the southern sections. So which one do we need to take? I mean, we can quick travel back, so it's not a huge loss no matter what we do. Yep, we're way beyond it already. Well, there's some site here. I guess I might as well take a look. Bruma Caverns. More bandits? No? There's certainly intelligent beings living here. Not goblins. Earl's basement. What the fuck? Ah, yeah, auto attempt. No, it's not breaking and entering. Mythic Dawn commentaries too. Whoever findeth this document, I call him brother. Answers are liberations, where the slaves of Malbiog that come to know Numantia cast down their jailer king. Is this sensible? Mastiak, which the Xarxes Mysterium calls Arcane, Mastiak, whose carcass was dragged through the streets by his own bone walkers, and whose flesh was opened on rocks thereon, and those angels who loved him no longer did drink from his honeyed ichors, screaming, "Let all know free will, and do as they will." Your coming was foretold, my brother, by the Lord Dagon in his Book of Razors. You are to come as idols drop away from you one by one. You are exalted in the eyes that have not yet set on you. You, swain to well travel to shatter of mantles, you, brother, are to sit with me in paradise and be released of all unknowns. Indeed, I shall show you his book and its foul and many-feathered rubric, so that you can put into symbols what you already know. The sphere of destruction is but the milk of the unenslaved. I fault not your stumbling, for they are expected and give grace by the oils. I crave not your downfalls, though without them you might surpass me even in the coming earth of all infinities. Lord Dagon wishes you no ills, but the momentous. And as he wants, you must want, and so learn from the pages of God this, the ritual of want. Whisper to earth and earth, where the meddlers take no stones except blood, as blood is blood, and to take cracking of bone, as bone is bone, and so to crack and answer and fall before the one and one. I call you dragon as brother and king. Heights of draught 7, and 7 draught of oil. 1 and 1 circles drawn by wet dibellites. 3 concentric, and let their lower blood fall where it may. A birth watched by blackbirds. Heartfire first. Incant the following when your hearing becomes blurred. Enraptured he who finally goes unrecorded. Recorded the slaves that without knowing turn the wheel. Enslaved all the children of the Orbris as it is. Concentration increase. Oh, we're gonna level up. Didn't expect that yet. Greetings, novitiate, and know first reassurance. Mankara Kamaran was once like you, asleep, unwise, protonymic. We mortals lead the dreaming sleep of birth the same, unmantled save for the symbiosis with our mothers, thus to practice and thus to rapprochement, until finally we might through new eyes leave our hearts without need or fear that she remains behind. In this moment we destroy her forever and enter the domain, Dimesen, of Lord Dagon. Reader, this book is your door to that Dimesen, and through you be a destroyer you must still submit to locks. Lord Dagon would only have those clever enough to pause. All else the Orbress claims in their full running. Walk first. Heed. The impatience you feel is your first slave to behead. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Know that then you are royalty, a new breed of destroyer, whose garden shall flood with flowers known and unknown, as it was in the mythic dawn. Thus shall you return to your first primer whale and yet come out different. It shall this time be Neonimbiosis, master akin to master, whose mother is miasma. Every quarter has known us, and none bore our passing except with trembling. Perhaps you came to us through war or study or shadow, or the alignment of certain snakes. Though each path matters in its kind, the price is always thus. Welcome, novitiate. That you are here at all means that you have the worthiness of kings. Seek thy pocket now and look. There is the first key, glinting with the light of a new dawn. Night follows day, and so know that this primary insight shall fall alike under the turbulent evening sea where all fates are tested. Again, a reassurance. Even the usurper went under the iliac before he rose up to claim his fleet. Fear only for a second. Shaken belief is like water for a purpose. In the garden of the dawn we shall breathe whole realities. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Our order is based on the principle of his mighty razor. Novitiate, questioning knight, chaplain, and master. Let the evil ones burn in its light as if by the excess of our vision. Then shall our knowledge go aright. However, recall that your sight is yet narrow, and while you have the invitation, you have not the address. My own summons came through a book Lord Dagon wrote himself in the deserts of rust and wounds. Its name is the Mysterium Xerxes, Aldmeritada Aggregate, forefather to the wife of all enigma. Each word is razor-fed and secret, thinner than cataclysms, tarnished like red drink. That I mention it at all is testament to your new rank, my child. Your name is now cut into its weight. Palace, hut, or cave, you have left all the fog worlds of conception behind. Numantia, liberty, rejoice in the promise of paradise. Endlessly it shall form and reform around you, deeds as entities, all systems only an hour before they bloom to zero sums, flowering like vestments, divine raiment worn to dance at Lord Dagon's golden feet. In his first arm a storm, his second the rush of plagued rain, the third all the tinder of Anu, and the fourth the very eyes of Bad Home. Feel uplifted in thine heart that you have this first key, for it shall strike high and low into the worm-rot of false heavens. Roaring I wandered until I grew hoarse with the gospel. I had read the mysteries of Lord Dagon, and feeling anew went mad with the overflow. My words found no purchase until I became hidden. These were not words for the common of Tamriel, whose clergy long ago feigned the very existence of the dawn. Learn from my mistake. Know that humility was Mankar Cameron's original wisdom. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Offering myself to that daybreak allowed the girdle of grace to contain me. When my voice returned, it spoke with another tongue. After 3 nights, I could speak fire. Red drink razor fed. I had glimpsed the path onto the garden, and knew that to inform others of its harbor, I had to first drown myself in surged sea. Know ye that I have bound my feet, and that you are the flagship of my hope. Greetings, novitiate. Mankar Cameron was once you, asleep, unwise, protonymic, but am no more. Now I sit and wait to feast with thee on all the worlds of this cosmos. Nu Mantia, liberty. This has to be very well tied to the main quest line somehow. The Earl's house. Here's the problem. Yeah, I did stumble upon this, but it would be very out of character for me to still ignore it. It's a big thing. Earl is part of the assassin, the guild that killed the Emperor, basically. Right. This is not what we are here for. Mythic Dawn. I do need to rest soon, but there's no immediate hurry. I feel like I should see it already. You can now attack while jumping or falling, however you cannot use power attacks while in mid-jump or mid-fall, only regular attack. Acrobatics. Very close to getting the all-powerful Conjuration 75. There's a huge power boost to the summon damage. Doesn't really matter where we go next. Go with hop down. So Julianos. Going to find another crossroads with those 3 roads. We have never been here. Excellent. Regular troll.
That's the best you can do.
We'll head south, explore any site that comes within the exploration range. Port Magia. Big change coming. Headless Zombies 58. It's about 150 when we go the next tier. I think Clan Fear makes the most sense. It lasts for a fairly long time and it's an aggressive attacker. It is very expensive to cast though. However, we have not encountered a single Clan Fear yet. We have encountered minor versions of them. The genuine article is better. Not sure it can damage ghosts though. We'll see. What other options do we have? Daedra. Oh, the Moral Lord is 100. This is a good one though. I believe it. Frost Atrana. That could harm it. I guess we could test things. I doubt Faded Wraith is gonna be all that useful. But a Frost Atrana, sure. Fairly quick. Has cold attacks. Not a good choice against a spirit like that. Did win out in the end. Wasn't particularly impressed. Daedra is a more powerful physical attacker, I think. Yeah, shield effect first. Also getting its ass kicked by a headless zombie. Not even remotely. It took a huge amount of hits, but survived. Only got a couple of hits back and killed the zombie. It sort of requires a little bit of time to buff itself before it goes into action. So this is one of those summons where extra time would be useful. Clan Fear is cheaper and lasts for extra 15 seconds. Also, it doesn't buff itself, much more aggressive AI and animation. Can just hurt spirit creatures, would be great. Okay, it starts with a shield. Fairly aggressive jump attack. I think he has trouble hitting the archer. Still one out in the end. Against the skeleton hero, okay, it was a fairly good opponent too. Right, the Guardian had no chance. Final test. How does it fare against the spirit? Yeah, it spams fairly powerful attacks one after another. Ancient Coast. I'm fairly pleased with it. It has everything you want from a basic summoned creature. It has a long duration too. Aggressive attack animations. Doesn't waste any time after summon. Simple but effective. We should just go deeper. I can always cast a spell, but whatever. I was thinking of drinking a potion, but it doesn't really matter which we do. Yeah, this is the future of our lockpicking. Never lockpick. Spam auto until you get a success. We might need to spam it a while against very hard locks and hard locks, but everything else basically you succeed very quickly with a couple of attempts at max. Right, we killed all and we still have time left to spare. I'm very, very pleased with this. We definitely want different types, probably a lot sturdier summons at a later point. Something that can generally just buy time. Or has great range capabilities, I guess. Blue fish. Garrison blocks. Rare to see so many easy slaughterfish targets, so I'll kill all of them. Looks dangerous. That's a new type of zombie. Red zombie. It basically doesn't even feel my attack. Yeah, it's made of goddamn hit points. It is at least expert level, possibly even the master level. Still, it has the same shitty AI, so even with a minor distraction, the Clanfear pummels a huge amount of attacks on it. But one-on-one, Clanfear will lose easily, so I need to be the distraction in this case. Shadow Banish Wine. Greater Staff of the Weary. Drain Fatigue. Valuable. And we need to... I can't afford to carry all this shit. Pretty sure I have a feather spell somewhere. I have to go back to Waterfront to deal with the... or some shop to deal with the carry weight issue. Well, if nothing else, we're getting great development hand-to-hand combat skills. Next level after the current one has to be a strength level. Not sure what the rest is. Doesn't matter, I guess. Yep, we're done. Just probably need to get rid of crap. I think it's mostly stuff I would like to sell, though. Well, we do carry a lot of alchemical ingredients, at least. I could also dump the books here. I don't need... if I'm not gonna read them now, I might as well just leave them here. And still need to move towards restoration 50. It is as important as the armor 50 as a threshold. We have to push toward it constantly. Once we reach it, no one cares. No one cares what happens after that. That'll ease things a little bit. Ooh, Mythic Dawn commentaries weigh a ton. Song of Pelinal version 2 is also missing. Home of Unlife weighs a ton, so it helped quite a bit. Endurance 4, luck, and then what? They all sort of suck. As we get the most out of intelligence, we shouldn't ignore it. We certainly could use the extra magic pool. We're gonna try with the endurance strength again. How close are we to a level up? Not even remotely there, excellent. Right, things are looking mostly just fine. We're nearing a lot of important thresholds.
Welcome to a fighting. Captain Lex blames the Grey Fox for stealing. Certainly. Let's get to training.
You still train me. We need 2 extra levels on top of the training to get to the journeyman level.
Knowledge is the key. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Good that you want to get better.
Right. Because of this,
What
we are
can I interest you?
extremely poor.
You too.
That doesn't matter. Poor is fine. 48 armor, 48 restoration. We should start to use blade again too. Only 6 levels from the 50 threshold.
It is good to see you again. Calendil runs a nice... By all accounts, he preaches that the attack on you should go to... Can I interest you in some of my wares?
I was sort of hoping these guys would shut the fuck about the prophet after I talked to him, but no. No charge left. Don't care, it weighs. I think I should dump the goblin totem staff somewhere. I rarely use it anymore.
That's more. That's a good deal. That's a fair... You drive a hard bargain. A fine transaction. That's a fair deal.
Okay.
An excellent
That should
bargain.
ease things quite a bit.
Tell your friends about me. Please. Please, return soon. It's always...
Fort Magia. Nice little place. Right. A little bit of a sidetrack, but always worthwhile. You gotta develop your combat capabilities too. There isn't anything new coming for a long time after this though. I'm not actively using pretty much any other spell casting. The restoration is the only thing, and that's for access to new abilities on enchantment. No, I can't even heal myself properly with the current spell selection. That's why it sucks. "30 seconds left." What is this? Not a map marker. It was some sort of magic shop. Strong potion of insulation. Some rare ingredients. Ruin, not marked on the map. Probably just a mana well. Okay, we're getting closer. A little bit to east. Very close to rope this time. Very, very close. You're coming to kill me. That's charming.
I fought mud crabs more fierce.
Yeah, she has a mithril shield. I'll take that. Right, east. Somewhere a little bit north of the eastern road, there's a wayshrine. Should be fairly obvious. It's very close to that connecting location. Blocking with hands isn't exactly super effective. Okay, you have a new standing power attack which does extra damage. Press and hold the attack button to use this power attack. That is not particularly impressive. Okay, that is very likely the wayshrine. Talos or Kinnereth? We probably have quick travel spot closer to Talos Shrine. Absolutely not. But Kinnereth is... there's nothing to quick travel close to it. I think we should go to that city there, then go to Zenithar and Talos. Zendar is I might have it. Something very close to it at least. Yeah, I've been here before. It's about in the middle between the cities. Close connection between the two there. So, this location? Restoration 49. Hello, Wayshrine. It's exactly where it should have been. Right, Talos would be... Hmm. Somewhere here? Zenithar somewhere here. Right, so a little bit to the north and then northwest. Yep, there it is. Looks like we'll have to go and explore mine. Flooded mine, excellent. Big key. Okay. Even better, don't have to go. We're there. So northwest maybe. There's another Oblivion gate there though. He should be able to see it soon. Maybe further north directly. Go on top of that hill and take a look. There's some caution that needs to be taken into account. Sometimes certain things aren't drawn in the long distances, but structures should be drawn. That's pretty reliable. Similar way the trees are. The trees when you get closer don't look like what they look from further away, but they're still there. Just reloads a higher quality version when you get closer. Right, we have Kinneret still left, I guess. How the hell to get to Kinneret? The river might be a good way to do it. It brings you fairly close. So it'll be somewhere there. Port Grief is the closest place. Yeah, we could Start walking on water, maybe. Not a horrible idea. East. Can we walk on water? Yes. No, we can see stride, which is totally different. Looks like a monastery. A priory, whatever. Chapel. Also there are coffins here. Smells like vampirism. Catley Chapel. Oops. Staff of Frost. Good treasure hunter. Nothing particularly interesting, but I guess not everything has to be particularly interesting. At least was something different. Hunt it down for me. Mud crab. Classic mud crab. Nice looking brick. Generally I do mean it. Usually they're wooden, rickety wooden things. Like that. There's some sort of an inn there, and then... Yeah, Pretty sure that's an inn. Not next to a major road, so I'm sort of curious what exactly is it gonna do. I mean, who wouldn't make an inn along the Imperial highways? Instead, some kind of a minor trail, I guess? Smugglers, maybe. There is some sort of a trail here, clearly. It's not like it's in the middle of wilderness either. Imperial Bridge Inn. Well, it is well named, I guess.
Hi there.
What's new with you?
I don't suppose I could convince you to help me recover my research notes.
Another quest.
My favorite town? Anvil. Lovely old stone buildings. And the harbor at sunset is beautiful.
Okay, tell me about your research notes.
I was doing some research in Bramble Point Cave, and suddenly I was attacked. I grabbed everything I could and ran, but I fear I'd dropped my notes. Those notes are very important to me and represent 10 years of my life. If you could recover them, I'd be sure to reward you appropriately.
What did your research involve?
Well, if you must know, I've been studying the Welkind stones. Yes, the aquamarine-colored crystals usually native to Ayleid ruins. It seems I'm the first to discover them growing in a natural cave. That's about all I can say about it.
I'm interested.
I ran
All
into some
manner of
goblins
creatures
in the woods
infest
a
Bramble
while ago.
Point Cave. You must remain vigilant.
I can't stand the sight of the... Good day. Where does our food come from? The Heartlands and the Nibanaean Valley. And skin grab? Great wines, cheeses, and tomatoes. Good that you want to get better.
Hand-to-hand combat training. I
Have a
want to
look
probably rest here for
You
a
won't
night.
find better.
Not now, but
Very
after
well.
we've done the wayshrines. Unexpectedly good find. We should have a map marker where we need to go. Bramble Point Cave, right. Yeah, somewhere maybe around the north of that lake. That would be my guess at this stage. Don't want to mark that ruin. We might do it, but not now. Haven't seen these little shits in a long time. rat. Right. Keep our eyes open. I can't exactly say that the wayshrine is at the lake, but that would still be my guess at this point. That's a potential wayshrine right there. Tough area to move around in. Right, this wraps our little pilgrimage, but really the quest has to have something more to it than this. This is pathetic. Rejoice! You have completed the pilgrimage of the 9 wayshrines and your sins have been washed clean. I have completed my pilgrimage to the wayshrines of the divines. I should pray and wait for a vision to guide me on my quest for the Crusaders' relics.
Hail, knight! You seek my relics with a worthy heart.
I didn't do anything.
Your prayers have woken me from my endless dream. Or perhaps you have entered my dream, and I still sleep. I think others have sometimes spoken to me. Others like you, but my memory is doubtful. Perhaps the others came after you. Your need must be great for the gods to allow us to speak. Has Umaril the Accursed found a way back? The foulest of a foul race. 1,000 curses upon his unholy name. I thought I'd won, but I should have known. The slave masters are a cunning breed. Umaril found a way to cheat death as I could not. If you would seek for my relics, I know little that can help you. All that has passed since my death is like mists that my mind cannot take hold of. My friends built a shrine upon the site of my death, where the elves tormented me in a final act of revenge. I can show you where it once stood. Perhaps it is there still. Fare thee well, Sir Knight. May the gods grant you to destroy utterly.
Upon completing my pilgrimage to the wayshrines, I received a vision from the divine crusader, Helinal Whitestrake. He revealed the location of his lost shrine, which is where I should begin my quest for the relics of the crusader. So the warm-up is over. Under the sea. Well, did not expect that. We'll continue it after. The No Stones Turned seems more interesting at this moment. We're also using the Welkin Stone constantly, relying on them heavily, so the more we know about them, the better. Right, I think I'll just quick travel there. It's quite a large variety of opponents or creatures live here. Oh shit. Luck is being drained. No. Heal. Lanfear, you're the best summon ever.